All right, guys, we're going to go over the NBA injury update for this September month. So we're going to go over a couple big names that got injured this past month as we're getting ready for the NBA season. So we're going to go over Jared McCain, Tyler Herro, and Alex Sarr. My name is Dr. Marco Lopez, Doctor of Physical Therapy and Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, and co-founder of the Basketball Doctors. So let's jump into it. So the big one is Jared McCain. So Jared McCain, as you guys know, I'm going to give you guys a little background on him. He actually had a meniscus tear earlier in the year, had a meniscus repair surgery, so that took him out for the entire year, because whenever you have a meniscus repair surgery, they're repairing the meniscus, so the recovery is anywhere between 4 to 6 months, as opposed to a meniscectomy where they remove part of the meniscus. That's 4 to 8 weeks. Then you might say like, hey, why don't they just do a meniscectomy? It's because the meniscus repair will help with your knee joint down the line to prevent any arthritis or cartilage issues. But let's jump into his recent injury. It's the UCL, which is the ulnar collateral ligament here in your thumb. So the big thing with this is that whenever you injure this is called like the gamekeeper's thumb. What happens is that, one, it's painful, the thumb swells up, but also you lose stability in the thumb. So whenever you're dribbling or shooting, your thumb plays a huge role. So if you have that instability, it's gonna throw everything off. So the way to treat this is there's two ways. You can go the non-surgical or the surgical. Depending on how severe the ligament is, or ligament tear is, you might have surgery. So regardless if you have surgery or not surgery, you're gonna be out for at least 3 to 4 months. Early on, they're gonna immobilize the thumb, especially if you didn't have surgery, for it to scar up, really kind of stabilize before you kind of get back into rehab. If you have surgery, you're gonna have the surgery and they're still gonna immobilize you for around 4 weeks for it to kind of heal. The big thing with this injury is that a lot of people tend to have stiffness in their thumb, and we need our thumb to move in every direction for us to play basketball. So keep an eye out that with Jared McCain. I think he might be out until early part of next year, January, but I could be wrong, but that's kind of like the timelines that we see with that. So that's Jared McCain's injury. He had a UCL, probably gonna be out for the first half. So let's go into the second one. The second one is Tyler Herro, guys. So Tyler Herro had an ankle cleanup. So whenever we have an ankle cleanup, we're thinking about the ankle joint, and they said there was some tightness in the ankle joint that he's been having. So normally what happens is sometimes there's loose little bodies in the ankle joint preventing the ankle from bending forward. So imagine you're playing basketball and every time you try to bend forward, you feel some tightness pinching in the front of the ankle. And if it's not mobility issues, if it's not your calf or the joint, it could be some loose bodies in there. So it's a very common injury or surgery, that they have for basketball athletes. So we'll go in there and clean up the ankle joint itself. That way those loose bodies aren't irritating the ankle joint itself. However, this is a little bit longer recovery because, one, you have to recover from the actual process. There is some bone, properties involved. So look for that to be 6 to 8 weeks, and then a slow ramp up to basketball. So I think he might be out for the first part of the season, first month, but he'll definitely make a full recovery. The last one is kind of a big one. So Alex Sarr, he was playing Eurobasket and he actually strained his calf. So when we talk about the calf muscle plays a huge role in playing basketball. Every time you jump, run, every time you lift your heel off the ground, the calf plays a role. It's activating that. And that calf goes directly to the Achilles tendon. So if our calf is strained, the Achilles tendon has to work harder, and that leads to those Achilles tendon tears, as we've seen with Kevin Durant, Tyrese Halliburton. So whenever someone has a calf issue, we really got to take our time. Look at Luka Doncic. He was out for 4 months with that calf strain. So you want to really slowly build up. So because Alex Sarr strained it, I'm not sure how severe it is, but look for him to slowly ramp it up. He might even be out up until November, just to be safe, especially since he's their big rookie or sophomore now. But that's an injury where you don't want to rush. If you rush, it leads to those tendon tears, or even worse, another calf strain. A lot of times people strain a muscle, when they get back into playing, they re-strain in the first 2 weeks. So look for them just to slowly ease them up. But that's our quick NBA injury roundup. Check out our new videos coming up that we're going to be going over several other NBA injuries. But if you guys have any questions or want us to cover any NBA athletes, comment below. We'll have a whole roundup series before the NBA season starts. Hit the like button, share this with friends and family, and subscribe to our channel. We are the Basketball Doctors. Let's ball for life.